Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Cardinals taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. We'll start at the 25. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo, man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the number 1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And that's really good field position they were given. Now, nothing's a gimme. We know that. But I know his goal, have the field goal kicker just stay on the bench. They want to put it in the end zone and get 6 out of this one. If they don't, I think it'll feel like a disappointment.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Man open left side, it's Williams. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Actually winds up getting 8 there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5.
Still second down.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. To him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Rosas now to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. On first down, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after one. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds. And the gain here to the previous play is better than 40 yards total.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Out comes Kenyon Drake in the Arizona offense to take over. He only has a single solo carry, numero uno. Second quarter, they need to get him the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
second down and 4. Murray, incomplete.
Murray's pass, incomplete on the throwaway.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
Yeah, that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cardinals will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Rosas to add the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. At each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to push the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Some credit there to A.J. Green, because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
He's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 1st down, Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks too long because he's just going to speed right past them.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And they're on 24-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And able to find Green. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Garoppolo looks to to throw once more. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Gould is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
27, 49ers 10.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Rams who come in and get the victory on the road. The final, 26-14. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. The Chargers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. A 2-touchdown victory. 31-17, the final. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he has run for another. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. For a second there, you looked down on the field. I almost thought I saw Kyler Murray in an Oklahoma jersey.
The colors are similar, though, right?
Yeah.
He is not just quick, because he's every bit of that. He truly is fast. He's as fast as the fastest players in the NFL. And when he puts it all together and makes the proper read, you can see the defense's eyes grow wide because now they've got to deal with him downfield. He's hard to get down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On third and short, Drake. And shutting him off down open field. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 23. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And now the throw pulled in by Green. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play. Take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 15 now, Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray to air it out again. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air.
Is now 24, so that drive spanned 5 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
That's what I'm talking about. At their own 28-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep if they don't fix things quickly.
And that's not exactly what he wants to see in his post-game slumber. So they've got to figure out a way to slow things down a little bit. Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even a quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker to change things up.
Exactly. Whatever the case, something to mix it up here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That one goes for 8 yards.
And the 49er first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers get a score closer.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Gold to add the extra point. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This is taken at the 18. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26.
The football going back over to Arizona now. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Back to throw. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now the Niners down by 10. Just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running for the shotgun with Dre. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A gain of 3, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Murray to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Cardinals, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.